Some names are just labels, placed upon a map by a distant hand. But others tell a story. They whisper of history, of people, and of the very earth itself. Nicaragua is one such place. Its name is a beautiful mystery, a puzzle pieced together from language and legend. It is believed to have been born from the joining of two powerful ideas. One part comes from Nicaragua, the name of the wise and powerful chief who ruled the land when the first Spanish explorers arrived. He was the leader of a Nahua-speaking people. The second part of the name is thought to come from the Spanish word agua, meaning water. And when you look at Nicaragua, you understand why. This is a land defined by water. It is cradled between two great oceans, the vast Pacific, the vibrant Caribbean. But the water that truly shapes its heart lies within. Two immense freshwater lakes, Lake Managua, Lake Nicaragua. They are not just bodies of water. They are inland seas, sources of life, and highways of history. So Nicaragua becomes more than a name. It means Nicaragua's water, or here by the water, a testament to the chief and the element that has forever defined his home. This name serves as a constant reminder of the country's dual heritage. It speaks of the indigenous soul that existed long before European ships appeared on the horizon, and it acknowledges the profound impact of the Spanish arrival, which forever altered the course of this nation's story. The very name is a bridge between two worlds, a fusion of cultures that continues to shape the identity of the Nicaraguan people today. Where do people come from? It is a question we ask about ourselves and about the world. For Nicaragua, the answer unfolds over thousands of years, a long and complex journey of migration and settlement. The earliest inhabitants were Paleo-Indians, ancient peoples who migrated south through the Americas. They left behind footprints not in sand, but in stone. You can find their tracks preserved in volcanic mud from over 2,000 years ago near the shores of Lake Managua. These are the Acahualinca footprints, a silent procession of men, women, children frozen in time, a powerful reminder of the deep antiquity of human presence in this land. Centuries later, new groups arrived traveling from the north and the south, each adding a new thread to the cultural tapestry. From Mexico came peoples speaking languages related to the great Aztec civilization, like the Nicaragua themselves. They brought with them advanced agricultural practices, sophisticated social structures, their own unique cosmology. They settled in the fertile volcanic plains of the Pacific coast, building communities and cultivating the land. From the south, another wave brought Chibchan-speaking peoples from the area we now know as Colombia. They settled primarily in the central highlands along the Caribbean coast. These groups had a different relationship with the land, often more adapted to dense tropical forests and river systems of the region. They formed distinct societies separate from the peoples of the Pacific, creating a cultural divide between the two sides of the country that would persist for centuries. The arrival of Europeans in the 16th century marked a dramatic and often violent turning point. The Spanish conquest brought a new language, a new religion, a new social order. It also led to the mixing of peoples. The union of Spanish settlers and indigenous inhabitants gave rise to the mestizo population, which would eventually become the majority. Later, the British established a presence on the Caribbean coast, bringing with them enslaved Africans to work on plantations and logging camps. This history created a nation not of one single origin, but of many, a complex mosaic of peoples from three different continents: Europe, Africa, the Americas. This geographic and cultural separation is a fundamental key to understanding the complex identity of modern Nicaragua. To understand Nicaragua is to understand its people, and its people are not one single entity, but a vibrant collection of distinct ethnic groups. The largest group, forming the backbone of the nation, is the mestizo population. They are the descendants of intermingling Spanish colonists, indigenous peoples. On the Caribbean coast, a completely different cultural world unfolds. Their primary language is not Spanish, but an English-based Creole that sings with the rhythms of the Caribbean. The Mestizo are the largest of these groups. They have their own language. The culture of a nation is its soul. It is the music, the art, the stories, the beliefs that bind people together. It is a culture deeply rooted in community and family. Life often revolves around the central town square, the church, the home. Nicaraguan culture is famously expressed through its love of poetry. This is the land of poets, the father of the Modernismo literary movement in the Spanish language. The marimba, a wooden xylophone-like instrument, is the national instrument. Traditional folk dances like the gueguense on the Caribbean coast, the music shifts to the infectious drum-heavy beats of Palo de Mayo. Faith also plays a central role in the lives of most Nicaraguans. These fiestas patronales are a spectacular blend of solemn religious processions and exuberant secular celebrations. The story of a nation is also the story of its work. Nicaragua's economy is fundamentally tied to the land. Agriculture has long been the cornerstone of its economic life, employing a significant portion of the population. The fertile volcanic soil's highlands are perfect for growing high-quality export crops. Coffee is one of the most important exports, prized for its rich flavor. Sugarcane connecting Nicaragua to the global marketplace. Beyond the fields, another major industry is ranching. This makes beef another key export. However, expansion of pasture land can contribute to deforestation. Balancing economic need with ecological preservation is one of the great challenges facing Nicaragua today, as it seeks a sustainable path forward. In recent years, the economy has been diversifying. Maquilas, or assembly plants. At the same time, tourism has emerged as a powerful engine for growth. Every place has its secrets, facts that lie just beneath the surface, waiting to be discovered. For instance, consider Lake Nicaragua. It is the largest lake in Central America. But its most astonishing secret is that it is home to freshwater sharks. They travel up the San Juan River. They can leap rapids like salmon. They come from the Caribbean Sea to reach the lake. It boasts a chain of 19 active volcanoes running parallel to the Pacific coast. One of these is Cerro Negro, the youngest volcano in Central America, born in 1850. Then volcano bored down on wooden sleds. Ometepe Island, formed by two majestic volcanoes, Volcano 1, Volcano 2. The island is home to thousands of pre-Columbian petroglyphs carved into stone. To look at Nicaragua is to see a universe of stories contained within the borders of one small nation. It is a land whose very name, a blend of an indigenous chief and the Spanish word for water, tells a story of meeting and mixing. It is a physical embodiment of convergence, where two oceans are separated by a thin strip of land, and where the cultures of three continents, the Americas, Europe, and Africa, have come together to create something entirely new. A history written in volcanic fire. We have seen how its people are a mosaic. Each group holds a piece of the national identity. All speak to a place of wonder and paradox. It is a land of poets, lakes, and volcanoes, a universe waiting to be explored.